Hi there. In today's Gentle Fit class, we will be focusing on the spine. The entire spine from the top to the bottom in all its ranges of movement. And I want to just encourage you that if you have a spot in your spine or some movement that would trigger a spasm or a pain response, avoid those movements or do them shallower or with less force in those particular muscle areas. And then hopefully with time and consistency, you'll end up going past those spots without a pain response. And afterwards, you'll think about it and you'll say, wow, I didn't hurt myself. It didn't hurt finally. And so that's the whole goal of these classes, is nice global movement to heal locally. And let's just get started by sitting forward in your chair and having this nice 3-point base between your bottom on the seat and your heels underneath your knees. And we'll sit up nice and tall, lengthening the spine, almost sitting as light as you can in the chair. All right, your stomach is pulled in. And let's do our best to make sure our head is pulled back and up on top of your shoulders. Lift that chin. Inhale and then drop your chin. Exhale. And we're only dropping the chin. Let's not lean forward from the neck. In fact, pull the chin back a little bit and lift towards the ceiling. Inhale and then exhale, pulling the chin back and down. One more lift and exhale. Good. Now you can let the head fall forward a little more, as if you could put your chin on your chest. And then we'll roll back up, roll, pulling the chin back and then lifting. Good. So our chin is up. Let's pull the shoulders back and then turn your face so that your chin drops down towards the right. And you can look towards the floor. We're still sitting up though. And then let's do a nice arc with the chin. Lift. Inhale as we change sides. Exhale. Good. Ask yourself if you're sitting tall. I was leaning over, so let's sit tall, but we're looking with our eyes and our chin towards the floor on the side of us. Good. Lift it again. Inhale deeply. Inhale, inhale, then exhale, and we can even start to tip a little bit towards the right. Now this is your left shoulder if you're mirroring me, so lift. Breathe it in. Exhale. Extend. Lift that shoulder and then extend the whole arm. And then relax the arm to the side. We'll switch sides with our face. Breathe it in and then exhale, slight leaning towards the side. Right shoulder lift and then extend the arm and the shoulder. Lift and extend. Very good. All right, relax the arm, face forward. Good. And just turn and face the right. We're not involving the spine below the neck, just the neck. Now let's do 3 nods, down and up, down and up, down, slow. I feel that down to the middle of my back. And now let's lift the chin higher. All right, and come to neutral and face the other side. Good. So we'll do 3 nods, down towards your left shoulder and up to neutral, down and up. Don't forget to add your breathing. Down, and then we'll lift the chin higher and higher without slouching, as I was just doing. All right, and now let's face the front again. It's real easy to kind of forget your other body parts when we're focusing on one certain body part. So I have to remind myself as well as you. All right, shoulder circles. Good lift. Good. And back. Okay. Pull the chin back. Good. And now let's slouch through the spine, tail tucking under, and push forward. And then we'll pull on your left wrist, slightly pulling it across. Switch hands, switch wrists. Good. And up, hang on to that arm. Get it up and pull. Switch hands and pull. Good. A little bit of an adjustment over the head. Allow your face to turn towards the floor. We'll come up and switch wrists. And a pull. And looking over the other side. All right, we'll come up to the top and we'll lace your fingers and push. Lift, the chin is still lifted. And now chin to neutral. Make your hands comfortable and drop the chin. And then lift and look. Release. And we'll bring those hands down until you can grab somewhere on the seat. Scoot a little bit more forward on the chair. Okay. Inhale, exhale, and let your weight fall forward. And let the chair pull your shoulders back. Good. Inhale, exhale. Experiment with your position of your hands. I think about the thumb. Your thumb can be forward. Your thumb can be turning away, depending on your chair and your range of motion. Okay. And let's release with your right hand and let your weight fall forward. Good. So with my arm in this position, I'm not getting very far forward. But if I release and hold up a little higher, very good. Experiment. And now let the neck relax. Pause. Come halfway out. Inhale. Exhale. And let that stretch your neck, your shoulder, your wrist. Another deep inhale. Exhale. Let's let your right shoulder drop towards the floor more than your left shoulder. So it takes more relaxing. All right, and we'll come out of that. Good. Circle. Lifting through the elbow. Good. And let's do that other arm. Find different spots that feel good for you. I'm going to start lower with my thumb forward. Okay. It's not as big of a move. All right, and then I'm going to adjust my hand and fit it in between this little spot here. Exhale. And then reach up a little higher. Breathe it in. Exhale and try to let one shoulder drop more than the other. And then you can let your head and neck relax. Come out of it. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do that another time. Matching your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to let the shoulder open up, the elbow and the wrist lengthen. All right, good. Come on out of it. And while keeping your legs and your hips forward, let's reach around. Inhale. Open those knees. Exhale. Remembering that when your head and neck is right up over your spine and your spine is as tall as possible, that's when you will get the greatest range of motion. When your spine is properly stacked. So check yourself in the mirror. Okay. Challenge yourself about what your brain thinks is normal. Your normal might have adjusted a little bit, and you might think you're completely upright when you're not. So practice with leaning against a wall, with your back against the wall, your head touching, so you can reteach your brain what a good posture is. So let's drop this left knee down in. Once again, you're mirroring me. This would be your left knee. Okay, inhale, exhale, and a deeper reach over the back of the chair. Come out of it with a deep inhale and prepare to go right back in and extend. Good. We'll come out and switch sides. Deep inhale, dropping in that right knee. Good. Around, around, around. You can hang on to the seat. Inhale. Exhale. Reach past over the back. Come out. Inhale. Exhale. Challenge yourself as well to breathe deeper and exhale longer. Another inhale. Deep belly breath. And then a long exhale. Trying to count to 6 or 7. Real good. All right, and let's come out of that. Good. One shoulder up and the other. Stretching your ribs. Of course, your ribs are attached to your spine, so making sure that they are nice and loose. And I am slouching right now. And then sitting up a little more. I'm actually not leaning against my leg. Lift and extend and stretch, lengthening your spine. Open. Use your foot so you can lean over. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One arm up, one arm down. Open this leg to support you. And reach. And open. Lengthen through the spine by pushing your foot into the floor, your hind end into the chair. All right, and open. Good, hands forward and open. One more, rounding. Real nice. All right, let's bring your arms back up. And we'll think about moving right from your upper spine. So your vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other. I would like you to think about moving the upper vertebra and not the bottom ones. So your arms stay up by your ears. And let's just tip one direction. Stomach's in. And a teeny bit to the front and to the other side. Trying not to move through the waist, just the upper. Inhale, exhale. A little bit of a chiropractic adjustment. But we're also strengthening the muscles around your vertebra so that they can stay in place and support your structure better. Good. Press the back of your head against your fingers. Your fingers resist. Good. All right, and release the pressure. Let's do a middle waist rotation. So we'll go around. Good. And we'll reverse. So when you go around the back, stick your ribs out. And then to the side, pull your ribs in. Let's do one more time each way. Exhale. And reverse. Good. All right. So now we'll move right from the bottom of the chair. So you really need to have a good base with your feet so you can lean well out and do a big circle around the base of your tailbone. We're not rounding our chest. We're actually sticking the chest out Pulling the stomach in. Sticking the chest out. Pulling the stomach in. Good. Hold it around the back. We'll switch directions. Around. Over. You should actually feel one hip come slightly, or one butt cheek come slightly off the chair, and then the other. Lean it back. Good. Or at least more weight through one thigh, and then the other. Let's go around the other way again. And one more time, reverse. All right. Good job. All right. Shift and shift. So now beginning to get lower with your spine, let's try to lift this is your left hip and butt right off the seat. Using your foot. And now try to lean this shoulder more towards this hip. You can even lift your right elbow. And even more advanced, if you're ready to deepen the stretch further, a little pull on that arm. And come out of that real slow. Inhale, exhale. All right, using your foot to try it, and twisting through your hip to get it off the chair, and then turning your face. Inhale, exhale. You can pull on the seat if that helps you. We're trying to drop the shoulder towards the hip. Reach across. That feels so good on this side. And then lift and pull. That's super deep. So if you didn't do every single one of those moves yet, that's the point. You will. All right. So now hands on your hips. Good. All right. Let's start by arching your spine and pulling your tailbone back. I shift in the seat a little bit to make sure I'm not being stuck with my tailbone tucked under. So releasing your fabric of your clothing from your seat. Okay, and up. Good. Now let's tuck the tailbone under. Basically, you're pulling your stomach in. This particular move is talked about a little bit more detail in a movement tutorial. So you can always go and get a little bit slower instruction, more detailed instruction in the movement tutorials. Good. I'm going to turn just so you can see the difference. So your pelvis is a pretty big bone here. So think about the top part leaning forward and the bottom part pulling back. And then let's do the opposite. And if you're at your limit in one direction or the other, make sure that you do this gently but more often, especially if you have back pain, because it just means that you're very tight in one direction, and tightness equals weakness equals pain. All right. Tuck. Good. And drop. Lift. All right. So facing forward, we'll be working on that psoas that goes from the bottom of the bottom of your spine and goes in front of your pelvis to the top of your thigh, and that gets very tight and can make you feel pain and anxious. Good, and open, and drop it in. Good, so here's an additional challenge for this one. If when you move your knee and your thigh, your hip wants to go along with, resist that, because that's that muscle pulling everything with it, okay? So we want to stretch. So keep your bottom in contact with the chair, all right? Get up on your toes, and now try to pivot. Good. Don't turn your chest and your hips. Keep it there, even if it means you're not going as far as you think you should. Okay, start where you're at. Okay, maybe you're only getting a ½ inch because those muscles are very tight. That's okay. Keep your bottom down. Inhale, exhale. In fact, twist your chest the other way, Gary. Yeah, very good. And open. Inhale. Sit up tall again and try to drop the knee in and twist and look the other way. All right, let's do the other side. Whew. Up on your toes, and let's let that leg pivot in. Let's sit up and try to drive that knee down towards the floor. And open and press. Twist the other way through your chest, trying to keep this hip down on the seat. Open. Good. All right, switch legs. It's open. Good. And extend. So we'll start just by pulling the foot forward, the toes towards you. Inhale, exhale. Stomach in and lift your chest. Good. Relax. All right. One more time. Lift the chest, pull the toes towards you, and let the knee bend a little bit. Have your foot, this other foot in front of you, because we're going to lean out. Exhale. If it's under you, you won't feel as sturdy. So get it in front of you and lean forward with your chest. Don't let the chest come in. And you might not even really be able to lean forward because this is a very strong pull. It's pulling on the back of your calf, maybe your foot, maybe your low back. All right. Hamstrings are connected to your low back and your back of your knee. All right, so let's sit up and hug top to bottom with your spine. All right, sit up and open that hip and across. All right. And down. And we'll do the other leg. So extend the leg, pulling your toes back towards you, and lift. Those two things right there, pulling the toes towards you and lifting the chest, is making everything kind of tight. Makes you grimace. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Not going forward very far because it's really pulling up the back of my leg. All right, now we'll let the knee bend just a little bit. Okay, let's round a moment and then lift and keep the chest tall and just a little gentle pressure forward. Inhale, exhale, trying to lean forward right from your tailbone. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's bring that leg up and hug. One more inhale, exhale, and let's cross that ankle over the knee and a little gentle pressure. Good, lift and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Real good. So hopefully you feel so much looser today, and you come back to this class often if you know that you have a great deal of tightness in your spine. And tell a friend, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.